So here's the most affordable point of entry to the Fender family, excluding that new Squier debut thing. More on that later. This is the Squier Sonic Series Stratocaster HSS. So, is it any good? Good for the price? Can you gig it? Let's explore all these questions and more, and we'll check out some specs and listen to some tones along the way.
Sonic Boom!
Here's the specs. Okay, so we've got a poplar body. It's a Strat, a black one. Yep. 21 narrow tall frets on a maple neck and fretboard. Bolt-on neck, of course. 25.5 inch scale length and a 9.5 inch radius with a satin urethane finish. And we have black dot inlays, which is a nice contrast and good for visibility. Topped off with the good old 42mm synthetic bone nut. That's plastic. It's an HSS configuration and the pickups are just listed as ceramic single coils and a ceramic humbucker on this 1-ply black pickguard. Controls are a master volume and 2 tones. The second tone pot is wired to the bridge pickup, which is a nice wee touch. Chrome hardware and tuners, 6-screw trem, etc. Nothing really fancy here. There we go. So, this Squier Sonic series was launched just last year in 2023, replacing the previous Bullet series, which was the previous lowest entry point to the Fender family. Is there a massive difference between the two? Nah. Not particularly, other than maybe body thickness, and the Squier Sonic series just has more new, fun colours. Check these out. I really like that purple one. Maybe there's lots more to it than that. I mean, the Squier Bullet series was out for quite a long time, so I'm sure the specs probably changed throughout the years. Feel free to educate me about it in the comments. Actually, please do let me know in the comments if you've tried either a Squier Sonic or a Squier Bullet, or the two, and what you think of them. Let me know your experiences. But they both have poplar bodies, 9.5 inch radius fretboards, 21 narrow tall frets, 1-ply pickguards and 6-screw trems, and slightly thinner bodies than your average Fender. But interestingly, even at this low price, they still have the exact same string trees and synthetic bone nut than your Fender Player Series guitars, which are about £700, which to me is saying less about the Fender Player Series, rather than having a dig at this humble wee Squier Sonic Strat. It's also worth mentioning at this point that the Squier Sonic series is actually no longer the cheapest Squier in town. You can now get an Amazon only exclusive Squier Debut series. Debut? And I'm not going to lie, I'm actually really keen to try one of those out. They look quite interesting. Does that sound of interest to you? Do you think I should check one out? Let me know in the comments. Right. So we've now heard some tones out of this in my wee studio / broom cupboard, but this here £149 guitar, can you gig it? As is, without mods? Let's find out.
Yeah, not bad.
So yeah, as you can see, I took it out for a gig recently and I did about half a set with it and it was fine. You could totally gig it as is. On that same gig, I was also checking out the Ibanez AZ-ES40 and my super modded Jet JS400. And out of the three, the Squier sounded the least good. By far. It sounded the bassiest and had the least amount of clarity. But it is the cheapest out of the three. A standard Fender Strat has a 44.5mm thick body, I think. And this here Squier Sonic is bang on 40mm. I used to see guitars with thinner bodies as a negative, but now, as an ageing, gigging person, man, anything that can bring the weight down a bit is a bonus for me. So this one weighs 7.28 pounds, whatever that means, which for gigging is absolutely ideal for me. But with the thinner body and the skinny trem block, I actually expected it to weigh even less. I was almost disappointed. By the way, if you've liked this video so far, please do consider giving it a wee like. Every time someone likes this video, a new Slash signature model comes out. Right, let's do some quick pros and cons. Pros. Number one, it's a Strat. You don't have to call it an S-type or anything like that, which pretty much means nothing to me, but some people care about these things, so let's just call it a pro. Number two, the familiar headstock shape. Once again, doesn't mean a lot to me, but it means a lot to some people. Let's call it a pro. Number three, the second tone control controls the bridge pickup only. That's always a bonus to me. Number four, it's HSS. Number five, even though I'm not a massive fan of these really pale washed out maple fretboards and necks, the black dots on there, really good for visibility, good contrast. That's going to be good for gigging. That's a bonus. Pro. Number six, the finish on the back of the neck is silky smooth. I think it's that satin urethane. Feels really good. Number seven, it's lightweight. Number eight, it's not too expensive. Number nine, it's probably a good mod platform. Cons. Number one, sharp fret edges on the underside of like the first 5 frets. For a guitar that's potentially aimed at beginners, this is the area you'd probably want to pay the most attention to if you're checking fret ends. Number two, the pickups are not that great, particularly the humbucker. But what are you expecting at this price? Well, to be honest, these days I'm actually expecting a lot better for the price. In the past couple of years, I've learned and experienced that you can get guitars for well under £200 with very inexpensive and very decent sounding pickups. Even some cheap ceramics are sounding pretty impressive these days. But these, they're not the worst ever. I mean, they work. And if you like a bit of a darker tone, you never know, you might love these. So, if you've seen any videos from this channel before, you'll know that I like Jet guitars, specifically the Jet JS400, which is another HSS S-type. And for me, this has been the benchmark budget Strat that all other budget Strats have to live up to. So of course, there's going to have to be a shootout between these two. coming soon. If that sounds like the kind of thing that you'd like to see, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. And when that video is uploaded, you'll get a fax from my butler, or we can page you if you prefer. Let me know in the comments your preferences. What works best for you? Fax or pager? Maybe I should do a poll. Speaking of polls, I do a poll every Wednesday on the community tab. This will also tie into subscribing to the channel, and you can vote on something, a topic. And then on Thursday, we do a live stream about that topic. Every Thursday, 7:30 PM, live stream, hammering on about whatever. Hopefully I'll see you there. By the way, please do let me know in the comments if you've tried the Squier Sonic series. I want to know which ones you've tried. There's some cool colours out there. What have you got? Right, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Until next time. See you later.